ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everybody. Hey, now, welcome to your Thursday edition of Hot Takes. It is August the 3rd, 2023. Didn't think we were going to have a Hot Takes tonight, but guess what? We are, and I'm very excited to be here because Trish is now allowing me to wear sleeveless shirts on the podcast. She used to not let me. She said, no, don't do that. It looks tacky. I think it looks beautiful. I think it brings out my inner redneck, and it just feels like me. Makes me feel like myself. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Over the past 2 days with the radio and everything else and Donald Trump indictments, I'm getting kind of burnt out on politics, which is not a good thing because I got to do 4 hours of radio tomorrow. But with that said, I did the whole thing with Dale Jackson last night, and I thought to myself, why not just do the same thing again for tonight's edition of Hot Takes? And with that, I thought, well, if I had to choose one person to bring on Hot Takes tonight, who would it be? And I couldn't think of anyone better than the one and only Jonathan Byrd, who is here with us. Jay Bizzo in the house.
Good evening. It's good to be here, Andrew. Thank you for inviting me.
It's good to see you. You got a nice little. I like your setup there. You got your guitars on the wall and everything else.
6-string, 12-string.
Is 12-string? Which side is the 12-string?
That side.
That side. And that's your newest baby right there, huh?
Yeah. Can't get my finger to do it. That's that one. Crap. It's like blonde.
By the way, thank you for my birthday party today. Even though it's 2 days early, it was really cool. My mom personally loved it, so she's just glad that she could be a part of a birthday celebration since she lives so far away. It was nice for her. I thought tonight on Hot Takes, I said, what's the best thing we can do if we bring on John Byrd? And I'm like, well, let's do like we did today with John Byrd plays the guitar, and let's just plan out tomorrow's show.
Oh, that's good.
So tomorrow, I'm burnt out. I mean, I know I'm going to have to talk politics to an extent, but I'm really at the point where if we could go total Fun Zone Friday tomorrow, I would do. You already got a list out, don't you? That's good thinking. Fun Zone Friday. All right. We're going to spin the wheel of segments twice. We're going to do it at 11:30, and we're going to do it at 1:30.
Awesome.
And then
double bonus.
John Byrd plays the guitar at 1 o'clock, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so that leaves us with the 10 o'clock hour, half of the 11 o'clock hour, the 12 o'clock hour, and half of the 1 o'clock hour is booked up. So just...
Yeah, 1 is good.
10 o'clock, half of 11, and then 12.
10.
So 2.5 hours, we got to figure out something to do.
Okay, and you said 11 was half an hour?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, 11 o'clock, 11:30, we're going to do an extra wheel of segments.
Yes,
That's right.
Yes.
This is the first time, by the way, we've ever planned out a show.
Segments. It is.
And we're making a whole podcast out of it.
It's a seat of the pants. You know, it's kind of a peek into the minds of Andrew and John.
Which is not something you necessarily want to do.
No, but I do want to say I'm very happy to be here. Do you get that? I like that.
I got it. That's very nice.
Okay, all right. So I think we should talk during the 10 o'clock hour.
Good idea. Good thinking.
A lot of talking. We'll take some phone calls.
That's a good idea. A little out of the box.
We can go serious topic or fun topic. I think either one they'll respond.
How fun would it be to just say, all right, John Byrd runs the show. Andrew's birthday is the next day, and John Byrd runs the show. Not as the host, but as the guy that guides the show. You know, like, hey, we're going to do this. The show writer, yes. What do you think about that?
All right, that sounds good. Let me make some more notes.
And the gimmick is that Saturday is my birthday, and
Mhm.
you kind of want to give me the day off from all the thinking and all the planning. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So we've got kind of a gimmick to it.
Okay. So I could say, all right, how about this? Like we come back from the break and you're talking, and I say, all right, Andrew, let's introduce topic in three, two, one. Like that.
Yeah, that works. That's fine.
That works. Then you can talk about the topic, and then I can say, all right, ask for phone calls in three, two, one.
Yeah,
Like that.
we could try that. We'll try that for like a couple minutes and just see how it feels. Now we will
I,
take calls. Also, we
yeah.
when we start the show tomorrow, we can kind of get it kicked off with our new John Byrd plays the guitar gimmick and go ahead and start taking suggestions gradually.
Oh yeah.
Because as you know, people that listen in the middle of the day, it's not everybody. It's actually probably in the minority of people that get to listen to the entire show on a daily basis. People are listening in chunks because they've got the lunch breaks and whatever else in the middle of the day. So we're going to need to make sure we give everybody an opportunity to pick their song.
That's important. I do feel like it's important. People want to know that they have a voice this day. Um, with the way the Biden and the administration is going, they're taking away our voice.
That's true.
And damn it, I think we need to bring it back. We need our voice. You are
Yes.
our voice, but we also need our voice.
I am the
Christopher
voice.
Cameron.
John Byrd and Andrew McLean are the voice of the people, the voice that has been stolen from the Biden administration.
That's the truth.
Stolen the voice. Hey, before I forget, hang on. I need to give a shout out to Vapor Forge, who's bringing this part of the show. Vapor Forge out on 280. You know the number 8749010. You like that sign, by the way, John Byrd?
Yes, by the way, I just wrote a jingle for them.
You just wrote a jingle for Vapor Forge. Oh God. Oh God, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
It just came in my mind. I'm going to do a jingle, and this, of course, is the lovely guitar that Tony so graciously gave to me. I have it. Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
Paper, paper, tell me what paper. Don't smoke cigarettes. Go to paper.
That,
Paper. Paper.
listen. That is a beautiful song, and you're gonna have to save it for tomorrow because of our audio quality. Our audio quality situation is preventing your song from.
Oh.
It's like cutting out. You know what I'm saying? But I can already tell just by hearing what I'm able to hear that that is going to be amazing. So when we do Vaporforge's ad tomorrow, I want that jingle in the live read.
Okay.
You play it in the background while I tell everybody about Vaporforge.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like. Oh, I do hear it. I'm so I apologize.
I want the words though. Can you just get or like read to me the lyrics real quick? Because it's the guitars making the audio cut out.
Sure. I don't really have it.
I didn't think so.
But I will have something tomorrow.
Okay, so you write down some lyrics tonight, and we'll have a Vaporforge song tomorrow.
That's great. It's a great idea.
What else? What else for tomorrow?
Well, we got phone calls. We've got hilarity. I mean, there's always that clever banter between you and I.
Right. Maybe since we're there early, we can have Richard Dixon's to stop by studio. Because normally, I mean, when we were 12 to 2, Dixon's out of there. He's gets at the station like 5 o'clock. He ain't sticking around past lunchtime. So there's that.
That's good. I think that's the way to go.
Because we
had
the
birthday.
Yeah.
Birthday song.
Yeah, that's another thing. You see, we have the discussion today about Dixon coming on with this podcast. He wants to come over here in person and do the podcast like you did. We have to have you singing the birthday song at some point.
Well, no, I refuse to sing the birthday song alone.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember now.
Remember what we're going to do?
Yes, we're going to take 4 callers, 4 different callers. When you call in, we're going to put you on hold, and then when we're ready to do the birthday song, we are going to put all 4 callers on at the same time, and John Byrd is going to play and sing Happy Birthday, and everybody's going to sing along with him, and it's going to be a disaster, but it's
not. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be.
I'm telling you, man.
It's going to be one of the best radio gifts I think I've ever gotten. I'm so excited about it.
Yeah, it's really going to be cool.
So, yeah, we got that.
Wish we had 16 phone lines.
We
could do like a big chorus.
Could you imagine the 99.5 choir? All of our crazy listeners are singing along to Happy Birthday.
And by the way, if you don't get in, that's okay. You can still sing in your car or wherever you are.
That's right. You can sing along wherever in the world you are.
That's right.
And it'll be like you're right there with us. So I think we've got pretty good. So if we can squeeze in Richard Dixon, John Byrd plays the guitar suggestions.
Right.
Birthday talk, phone calls can get us to the first wheel of segments at 11:30. And then after 12, it's probably going to be so much chaos on the show that we can just ride the wave at that point.
Yes.
And then we
can do calls.
Do more calls.
Like pick a topic or anything they want to talk about.
Here's the problem. We always, as you know, we always have phone calls, but you know, there are some days when I'm like, okay, I really need phone calls, and then nobody calls because I don't ever answer the phone, so people are like, well, I'm not going to call because he's not going to answer my call. I got to get better about it. I have to prove myself to the people that I'm like serious and I'm going to take their phone calls now. Maybe tomorrow's the day for me to do that.
All right. I'll do this, okay? To remind you, I'll do this and wave. You will see the motion out of the corner of your eye. Then you'll say, oh, it looks like he's talking on a phone. Oh, my gosh. Let's go to a caller.
Yeah, good idea.
Huh?
That's good thinking. There was another thing that I was going to do today, and remember we had the discussion about having a guest, like a regular guest that people know on the show once a week. And I thought about doing Andrea Lindenberg, right? We had this discussion. And then a listener says, hey, Andrea Lindenberg is on Dixon Inviting every Thursday.
Yeah.
And I'm like, crap, we can't steal somebody else's guest. And then so I hit her up anyway. Actually, I hit her up beforehand, and I hit her up again. And I'm like, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pretend you're a different news anchor at a different channel, and we're going to call you Alexandria Hindenburg. And we're going to have you on once a week, and we'll just pretend that, you know, you're not going on Dixon Inviting because you're not Andrea Lindenberg. You're Alexandria Hindenburg.
What did Miss Hindenburg say about that?
She said she loves the idea and then told me she was busy today. So we're going to try next week.
You might want to do it on a different day.
Yeah.
Thursdays, is Andrea Lindenberg's day with
right. And well, I thought it'd be good because it's like a person calls in kind of day, and so we have Alexandria Hindenburg on the same day. Andrea Lindenberg goes on Dixon Inviting. I thought it was, but maybe we'll do a different day. I'm sure Hindenburg's schedule is jam packed, and we'll have to work with that.
She's one of my favorite anchors.
Hindenburg or Lindenberg?
Well, Lindenberg, I mean, yeah, she's a little played out in the market. But Hindenburg, I mean, she's hot, young, new. She's got, the scoop. So
How was it working for Matt Murphy, because Matt Murphy, I just obviously I know Matt Murphy behind the scenes, but not as well as you do, and not as well as a lot of other people do. He is on the air, a charismatic guy that sometimes gets angry, and like other people at the station have over the years, they tend to give you the business. Maybe you're having a bad day or something, and you get the business.
Mhm.
So Matt Murphy was like a stern father figure, should we say? Even though you were his boss at one time at a different station, he was a stern
Yes.
father figure. And was Andrea Lindenberg like the mother figure? Was she the person to step in and say, "No, don't be mean to our birdie boy. He doesn't
Yes.
deserve that."
Yes. And we talked a lot, and she opened her heart up to me that Murphy was always mean to her, and she cried a lot off the air,
Yeah,
and that and that without me, she couldn't go on with things. So we're tied.
yeah. Sounds like it.
And
Um,
and Murphy, oh, I got two words for him. I mean, and good, living hell.
what's your worst Matt Murphy moment?
Oh, okay. It's a cross between us almost coming to blows, excuse me, or the worst thing, the first time he discovered that you can scare me easily.
Okay, I didn't
And
even know
from now
that.
on, oh, great. Well, from then on, he wouldn't just come into the control room. Sometimes he would hit it as hard as he could with his hands, and that would scare me. He would go, here we go. Hey, Byrd! And it would scare the crap out. I always go,
It sounds
and he
like it
just
too.
thought that. So that was kind of bad.
So that would and but
It was
it seems like he's doing that out of fun though, like not in a mean way.
fun for him.
Was there any time where Matt Murphy just got completely pissed off at you and just
Oh, yeah.
gave you the business?
Hmm.
What's one of the more memorable times that's happened?
There's so many of them. If he's in a bad mood, he'll kind of take it out on you.
Yeah.
However, there is one thing. If I get quiet and I look you straight in the eye and I say something like, you need to stop right now, it works.
Hmm.
Because when I say that, violence may ensue.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think if you did that to me, I would
Oh, I
feel
knew
the
it would.
exact same way. Now, as far as host being mean when they're having a bad day, have
Mhm.
you ever seen me have a bad day, like coming into work, getting ready for a show?
Oh, yes. But not a bad show. But behind the scenes, yeah, you'll get
But
stressed
can
out.
you tell when I'm having a bad? Because my bad days usually come in the form of being stressed out, and
Hmm.
I don't take it out on people. I keep it to myself, internalize it, and make it worse.
Well, you have certain little signs that I can tell. I can tell when you're deep in thought about something,
Yeah.
which some people might construe as you being angry or upset about something. But that's not the case. This delay is driving me crazy. Oh, wait, I know what I'll do. Okay. Well, that's worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just keep those headphones on.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
that's the thing about radio too is you really learn each other's kind of characteristics. I mean,
Hmm.
like for instance, uh, Dale Jackson just texted me. He said, "Please call me when you get a second. Please don't be recording this time." I was actually when I saw his missed call, I was about to call him on this podcast. I would have told him he was on here, but I was going to call him and see what he had to say for himself. Um, what was I saying? I forgot already.
Yeah, you were talking about how great I was.
Yeah. John Byrd's a great producer. You in radio, you learn each other's mannerisms,
Yes.
like in the sense of how they move. You can tell by a direction they're looking whether or not you need to like John Byrd, and this comes in many different forms, whether he's working on something on the computer or somebody's come in and start talking to him. I know in some of those moments, I can't go to break right now. I may be ready to go to break, but I'm going to have to stall for a few minutes until
You're a
Byrd.
great staller, by the way.
You think so? I feel like it's
You stall with the
incredibly.
best of them.
It seems incredibly awkward for me at the time when I'm stalling. And I feel like it makes for horrible radio. But you
No,
think it's
smooth.
all right?
You're smooth. I
No,
mean, now
no.
people know, but they won't be able to tell.
No, they'll know
No,
now.
you're smooth.
Now that we put it out there, everybody's gonna know Andrew's stalling. I feel like everybody can tell. Like anytime I mess up or say I mispronounce a word or something's happened over the past few days where I've started glitching and I can't read words.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. It's like words are getting hard all of a sudden, and it just doesn't
How
make
much
sense.
sleep are you getting?
I've been getting less sleep as of late, and I don't know why.
That's very interesting. Let's dive into this. Okay, we know that you struggle with anxiety, as I do.
Right?
And sleep is a key component in dealing with anxiety and stress. So now you're getting less sleep. So it's affecting your motory function.
Hmm.
You see?
Hmm.
So that's probably why that's occurring. That would be what I would say.
I honestly thought it was because I was constipated. I started taking stool softeners because it was I was having. I mean, to be frank, I was having a hard time pooping. So
Mhm.
it'll usually work itself out after a while.
Right.
But this time, after we were like on day 2 and day 3, and
Oh,
there was only so much coming out, I'm like, okay,
yeah.
well, we got to do something. So I started that a couple nights ago. But the lack of sleep started when I had that first initial stomach ache in the middle of the night. And in a middle of the night stomach ache is always 10 times worse than a daytime stomach
yeah.
ache because it wakes you up out of a dead sleep and you're writhing in pain, and all you want to do is go back to sleep. And since then, I feel like I've really missed out on quality sleep. That's what it feels like.
Okay, let me ask you a question. How many quality stools would you say that you've passed in the last 4 days?
Quality stools?
Mm-hmm. Where, what, like, wasn't like, oh, you got to do that.
Oh no. Zero in 4 days.
Oh, yeah. I struggle with that now. I used to struggle with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome.
Right.
Really don't want to talk about that. I've had some rough times there. But now that I'm doing stuff more healthy, uh, I suffer from occasional, I wouldn't call it constipation. I would call it maybe constant. It's not completely
Just
constipation.
consta.
Constant. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. But I mean, I can pass that with some difficulty. My God, how do we end up on this? Every time we talk, we end up on
Well, here and Trish is always like, all you do is talk about poop on the show, and I'm like, no, I don't. And then here I am with my show host, and I'm talking about poop. I was just wondering. I mean, you started it. You were trying to get to the bottom of why I can't sleep, and that's the only thing I've noticed that's changed is.
Yeah, I mean, if you can pass your stools easier, I think that will allow you to sleep better, which will help your motoring function, and you won't have problems reading anymore.
This is a conversation we will have to have tomorrow. Is the fact that I'm losing my ability to read because I can't poop, and I think
They're
we
all
could.
connected.
Yeah.
That's all connected.
I mean, my intestines are down here, but they're connected to my brain,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Gut health.
Oh,
Matter of fact, I would like to talk about a new sponsor I've got. This is DeFruta. DeFruta is pomegranate, carrot, and it is manufactured in Brazil.
what's the fiber contents on that one?
Let's see. Only 125 calories. That's good.
That's good.
Fiber. I don't think there's any fiber
No
in
fiber.
this.
So not good for gut health, but it's got carrots in it.
Yeah, and it'll help with your vision if you drink gallons of it. But no, I like to go to the what is it, the Asian market and home right here, in Homewood. And they have like Lebanese food and like the different drinks and stuff. So I picked up a few of those.
What's the name of that place? The
The
Asian Market?
Asian market
Okay, fair enough.
and Lebanese place. And,
Is it
well,
written in Chinese and that's why you don't know what it's called?
no, I don't remember. I went with my buddy Kelly and we decided, oh, she took me for my birthday, and there's a restaurant inside of this supermarket.
Right.
It's really cool. So we decided to just look at some food. We need to pick up a few things. So I said, this looks good. And then she said to me, she said, you should get it. I was like, really? She was like, yeah. And I said, I'm going to get some more. So I've got like several different ones.
Interesting. I always like going to the Mexican grocery
Oh
store.
man, I love it.
What is it? Mi Pueblo or something like
Mi
that?
Pueblo, yes.
Yeah, that place is awesome. I'm a big fan. So I think we've done some constructive things here, John Byrd. We got 4 hours tomorrow. I think it's our first time together with 4 hours.
Yes.
The other times I've done 4 hours have been with AJ. So we got 4 hours together. The first time we have ever planned out a show, even just a rough draft, like a broad plan, which is what we did here. It's our first time doing that, and this will be a good test
There's a lot
run.
going on.
That's true, and this is a good test run to say because I think that's what we got to do if we want to have Fun Zone Friday or Fun Zone any day. We got to talk about it beforehand because all it takes is one headline, and I'm on a 2-hour rant.
Yeah.
And I have completely railroaded everything. And so in order to avoid that, we got to plan ahead.
I agree. Although, when you do rant, I mean, I enjoy it.
You seem
It's very
angry
passionate.
when I rant.
Oh, well, that's because you make me angry. Not you, but what you're talking about.
Right.
I'll, like, give the finger to the computer. And,
Yeah. Can you show us what you do, like when you get really angry, what you do to the computer?
I can't say it.
No, you
What I
just
say.
you do the double middle finger to the computer.
Oh, yeah. Well, if it's just irritating me, I'm like,
I just
and then I can like that.
that's
really.
it. That's it. I just always wondered what it was like from the view of the computer. That's why I wanted you to do that.
That must be what was screwing up today. It's scared of me.
It's like, oh, here's the guy that flips me off once a day. Let me go haywire on him. Well, cool. I appreciate you taking the time to do this. I'm going to get off here and contact Dale Jackson because he said not to record it. I'm worried. I may not even call him because, when I feel like something's wrong, I just avoid it. I don't like to deal with it.
Producer ears on. Here we go. I'm sure he's going to talk about 10 with him.
Do y'all have to have another contestant when you do 10 with him?
No. I think he sent you questions that aren't about him, obviously, so you talk about it.
Do I have to, text him the answers and he reads them off? I don't understand what he's trying to do.
It's not really a game. It's kind of a chance to ask questions because he has a limited time.
All right.
He has an hour. So you could say, hey, text in.
He wants me to do his 10 with him because he's not there tomorrow.
Right. And I think that's what he made.
Oh, well, that's another segment taken up.
Yeah, it is.
And here's also what I want.
Mm-hmm.
I know when you take over somebody's slot, you're supposed to use their theme music, blah, blah, blah. Instead of playing the news and views, I want the news and views to start playing, and then I want to hear a record stop, and then you kick in Cult of Personality. That's what I want tomorrow.
Nice.
So let's get that hooked up.
Done.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate it, and I will see you manana for the big 4-hour show.
Get some sleep and a good stool release.
Yes,
You'll be ready to go. Big day.
sleep and stool softer. I'm all over it. All right, see you, cuz.
Bye.
There you go. There's John Byrd, J. Bizzle, hanging out with us. I kind of like doing these podcasts. They're kind of fun. Did you agree? I kind of like these. Thanks to Vapor Forge for making this happen. If it weren't for those guys, we wouldn't be putting this on. Make sure you like, share, comment, show the love. We want to know what you guys think about these podcasts, so let us know. If you hate it, it's fine. Tell us you hate it. Otherwise, keep on watching. We'll be back next week with more hot takes. And until next time, see you, cuz!